Hello everybody. I'm on a morning walk with Moose, and if you notice, we are hands-free now. And this is also my first time working with him on the walk. Josh has done all the heel training prior to this. We are heading into his final week, which means he's transferring over to me. I'm going to be doing all of his public access work. But before we take him out to stores and exciting places, I need to make sure he's going to listen to me in our immediate area. And that's really important. Don't try to take your dog somewhere too exciting if you're not even sure they're going to listen in your own street, in your own driveway, in your house. But he is doing a fantastic job. He had a really dramatic turnaround, and it was like really quickly too. One day he woke up and was like, I'm going to listen now. I'm done testing. And he did test us for a couple days, maybe a week or so, especially on the down command. He did not want to lay down. And that's not uncommon. If you think about it, if you're able to tell your dog to lay down and stay, that's pretty much, come on buddy. Oh, he laid down. Oh my God, that's how much he's listening. That's pretty much your dog giving you the keys to the car, right? And saying you have control now. And a lot of dogs don't give that up for free, but they all get there. What he doesn't realize, and what he's about to realize, is that if he hands over the keys to the car, if he listens, if he submits to human direction, then he gets to do more. If he's not listening, we're not going to take him to fun and exciting places. So the structure and the listening is his ticket to freedom. It's very ironic. I stop, he stops. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. I'm showing you his heel. Let's discuss that a little bit more before we work on the stay commands. To get him into the heel, which is walking nicely, you're going to say heel and tap the tone right here, that T button, and start walking. So watch this. Heel, tap the tone a couple times, and start walking. He joins up at your left leg in that position, and the heel position is to the left and slightly behind. His job is to follow you, not the other way around. So he's following me making turns. He's following my direction, my pace. And of course, if you're taking him to a place that he needs a leash, nothing changes. You would just be holding the leash in your hand. Anytime he moves out of the heel position, you're tapping your tone. If you need to, you're tapping your stem. But the idea is he stays in that follow position. If he's not in that follow position, you're giving him information on the collar. So right now he's lagging behind. Watch this. Tap the tone a couple times. He fixes himself. If I stop, he stops. What a good boy. He sits. Now let's work on our stay commands. So we're going to be very clear about this. I just asked him to move with me by tapping the tone and saying heel. Now I'm going to ask him to stay. If he does not stay, I can correct by using the stem. Stay, hand signal, I walk away. It's very clear. He puts himself into a down. Again, this is crazy different behavior than he was offering last week, where he was like, I'm not going to down at all. And he just had a mentality shift. Once they change their mindset and become followers, they become really easy. And anyone that handles him is going to say, wow, he feels amazing. But they don't really give that to you for free. They have to test it before they get there. So obviously you're seeing the downstay. This is really useful in everyday life, because if you have a way to put your dog in a down and tell them to stay, you can take them anywhere. Pair that with a nice walk, and wow, you really can take them anywhere. Now, this is all being held together by the glue that is the accountability. If he does not down and stay, you say no and click the collar. Sort of like how we get a speeding ticket if we're driving too fast down the highway. We know the rule, and we know there's a consequence for breaking the rule. Now, when he is doing a good job, I can come over, good boy, and he's proud, and I can say good boy and give him a pet. I'm not going to give him a pet and say good boy if he's not listening to me. All right, now let's test out the recall. Stay. Give a little reminder there. Recall is getting your dog to you no matter where they are and no matter where you are. We use the tone button. It works up to a half a mile away. It beeps by their ear. They're trained to come to the person calling them. If there's multiple people, if there's multiple kids, multiple owners out, you're going to have to use your verbal. The tone Doesn't tell him who to go to, it just tells him to go to somebody. So if you want him to come to specifically you, say his name and say the C-O-M-E word, okay? It's easy for me right here because I'm the only one out. So he's not gonna hear the tone and like go running to that mailbox. So watch this. Come, good boy, here he comes. He hears that tone, he's happy. Good job, buddy, right in front of me, and he sits. Now notice he doesn't come and jump. He doesn't run past me. He doesn't get almost to me and then do a 180 and go out again. He comes and sits. And this is something that you should really keep up on because it is really important that that recall ends in a stay. From here, I can either keep him in the stay. Let's say people are walking by or I need to say hi to somebody. I can put him back in the heel with me, or I can release him for more free time. That's a good boy. Yes, it is. Let's release him. He's such a good boy. He really has had a wonderful turnaround. To release your dog for free time, you're gonna say their name, give a little space, and then say the word break. Hey, Moose. So now he knows I'm talking to him. Break. Good job, buddy. Good